Hello, today we are going to take a look at the Victron Energy Lynx shunt that is capable of carrying a 1000 amp. This is part of a Lynx power distribution that is divided into a 3 devices, or a 4 if you include a BMS for that, so you can have a power in board, you can get a Lynx shunt, you can have a BMS, and at the end you can have a DC distribution that is going to contain fuses, and you can connect your appliance. So absolutely beautiful system. This device have only the VE.Can interface, so it cannot be connected directly to your phone like the smart shunt that is a very small, and you can connect it directly through a Bluetooth or through a VE Direct. Here you need a device like the Cerbo GX that's got a VE.Can interface. Let's take a look what we've got inside. First thing that we can notice is that we've got a VE.Can terminators. If you would be interested, I can show you a video how to make it yourself, because it is just a 120 ohm resistor inside a RJ45 jack, so we can easily make this together if someone lose that. Here is something that is absolutely amazing. They include you a sticker, so if you need to mount it upside down from some reason, if you've got need for a positive on bottom, then you can put that sticker and you've got a correct markings. Absolutely amazing final touch. Another interesting device is that terminal, and it is a temp sensor, so you can put it next to your battery and you will have a readout. It's using a screw type block terminal, and we are going to take a look what's inside. So that's basically all what we can find. This is what you've got. Let's take a look at the visual aspect. So first of all, it is pretty massive. This is my hand. This is how it presents. Here is next to the Cerbo GX, and it is a tiny. Here are our main bus bars under that silicone protective sleeve. Here is the another side, because we can chain devices that have a same format, and we can have a whole wall of different devices. Here on bottom we've got our VE.Can terminals, and absolutely no matter which one you are going to use, you can go to the next device in chain, or if that's going to be your last, you are going to be using terminators, and we are going to try that in a second. So here is our another end. Inside there should be a place for your main fuse for your whole system, and from what I know it's not supplied, because you have to select one for your application. So we are going to make a short circuit while testing, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So this is our actual shunt, and here we've got our measurement wires. Here we are going to fit our fuse. In my case, that's going to be a short. If we take a look at the board, here we've got a terminal for connecting our temp sensor. Those are our Lynx bus, so if we've got another device from that series, we can chain them together, and it's going to be supplying power. I believe for the DC distribution board, you can have a LED that is going to show you if a fuse is going to be burned. I believe it takes power from that terminal, and this is how it presents. I don't know which that terminal block is doing, because it's not labeled, but it is a pretty beefy bus bar, 1000 amp. I believe it can handle that. This is a pretty beefy chunk of metal. So let's try to connect it to my Cerbo GX. Here I've got a wire that I created a couple videos ago. So I'm going to plug it into any port. Then I'm going to grab my Cerbo GX. I'm going to grab our VE.Can port and I'm going to plug it into any of them. Now we are going to grab our VE.Can terminators. We are going to plug one of them here and another over there. If we have another VE.Can device over here, then we would route the wire to that device and the terminator will go into that another device. But here I do not have anything, so the open end is going to be terminated. Now the last thing that we need to do before we power it in is to deciding which side is for battery and which side is for your DC load and charger. So that part is for your charger. Here you connect your load, your devices and your charger, and that side go into your battery. I configure our very small test setup. We've got our AGM battery, our Cerbo GX, our Lynx, and I am connected to it. So if we go to the menu, we've got our Lynx shunt. We go to the settings, battery bank, and we can set the capacity. I've got a 5 amp hour battery, so this is what I'm going to set. Of course, this is just a test setup. We are going to confirm that. And we are going to go into the synchronize to 100%. I'm going to hit it. The battery is not charged to 100%, but this is just an experiment. And it's nicely being shown as a 100%. So now the only thing that we need to do is to connect our load to the output, and we should observe the power going from the battery and the percents going down. So let me attach our load, and as you can see, it's working, and we've got a 40 watts going into a DC power. As you can see, we already dropped to the 98%, 97%. It's looking absolutely great. This is what you want to see. And this is our real state of charge that is being calculated from the power going out. Let it drop to 1% more, and let's try to recharge our battery and observe how the power is going up. It nicely dropped and it looking absolutely beautiful. I love this. I'm going to disconnect my load and we should observe that the current stop flowing. So I'm disconnecting it, and as you can see, the power go straight to the zero. And now I'm going to grab a power supply. I'm going to set it to 14 volts, just as an experiment, 5 amp, and I'm going to plug it into the power supply, and we should start seeing a charging in a reverse direction. So let's take a look. And as you can see, now from a DC source, we are pushing power into the battery. We are recharging it by a 23 watt of power. and this should be slowly rising up to 100%. And here is the power supply that is putting power into our shunt. So as you can see, this is working absolutely beautiful. We already got a 97%, and we should slowly reach a 100. Let's give it a 1 more percent to be happy. Of course, everything that we are doing right now is just a test. The real one is going to be with the lithium battery, but I just wanted to record it here on my desk, and as you can see, we are slowly rising to 100%. So absolutely beautiful. It worked as intended. This is exactly what I wanted, and the next video is going to be from this device being mounted properly. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time, and bye bye.